41 onwards. Table shows the cumulative percentage. Be careful. Of distribution of total employees of company Wipro in 4 departments PQRS, total number of male employees in these departments. How many total employees are there? 2500. So PQRS. What details we need to write in the table? Table ade details emem undali? Total, male and then female. Yes, right. So 24% of 2500. What is 1%? 25. 4 25s? 100. How many 4s are here? 6 4s. That means 600 only. Cumulative. 24 plus only Q. Sum of these two numbers is equal to 46, right? 24 plus which number will give you 46? 20. That means 2% less than previous number. That means 50 less than previous number, which is 550. What is difference between these two numbers? 28. How many 4s are there in 28? That means this is 700 only. Difference between these two numbers? 26. That means 2% less than the previous number. 50 less than previous number. 650. Understood? Right. Next, male employees. 350, 200, 420, 400. Difference between total and male will give you female. 250, 350, 280, 250. Done? You want me to explain questions or can I skip? Sure? Right. What is the probability of getting the sum equal or less than 12 when we throw 2 dice simultaneously? Right, when you throw 2 dices, what is the minimum value that you get? Minimum value 2, maximum value 12. 1 is the minimum value that you can see on any dice. Because there are 2 dices, I'll choose 2 minimum numbers. Maximum value for the face of a dice is 6. 2 dices are there. 6 plus 6 is the highest combination. Correct? Now the question is, what is the probability of getting a sum equal or less than 12? That means it comes under all possibilities, right? All possibilities in the sense probability. All possibilities, probability 1. Total probability is always equals to 1. Let me tell you. Getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In how many ways can we get 2? When you throw 2 dices, in how many ways you get? Only 1 way. Yes or no? Right. And in how many ways you get 3? 2 ways. 1 plus 2. 2 plus 1. Ardhamainda? Right. In how many ways you get 4? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 కాదు మీ పాడే కాదు. ఇక్కడ నుంచి డిక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్డర్ వస్తుంది. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Yes? These are all possibilities, right? How many possibilities total we have? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. If this is 15, this is also 15. 15, 15. And middle one, total how many possibilities are there? So probability of each case is 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 3 by 36, 4 by 36. Like that, everywhere denominator is going to be 36. Understood? ఈ ఒక్క క్వశ్చన్ లోనే చాలా ఆన్సర్లు వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి. Probability of getting sum 2 is 1 by 6. Sum 2, 2 by 36. Sum 3, sum 4, sum 4, sum 5, sum 6. Like that, our question says sum is less than or equal to 12. That means all possibilities are there. That means you have to add all these probabilities total, right? Already we have calculated all numerators, which was 36. Denominator 36 common. 36 by 36, 1. So do remember, total probability of all cases must be always equals to 1. Not only in dice case, even in tossing a coin, everywhere it has to be total probability 1. Okay now? Okay now. Two pipes M and N can fill a tank in 42 minutes and 70 minutes respectively. X can empty the tank in 30 minutes if all three pipes are open together. How much time will it take to empty or fill the tank? Okay, right. Three pipes are there, two are inlet pipes, 42, 70 and then 30. Third pipe is an empty pipe which does the negative work, correct? I'll pick last two numbers to calculate LCM. Why last two? Because they are ending with 0. LCM is easy to calculate. Yes. 70, 30. Zeros are common. Remaining number 7, 3. Co-prime numbers. In fact, prime numbers also. For prime numbers or co-prime numbers, LCM, product. How much is that? 21. And then 0. Total 210. Is the other number divisible in 210? How many times? 5 times. So, LCM is equal to 210. First pipe does 5 units positive work. Next one 3. And last one 7 units negative work. All are open together, right? 8 units positive work, 7 units negative work. Finally, 1 unit positive work. If it is positive work, tank is getting filled in the final case, right? If it is negative, tank is getting emptied. Ardhamautunda? So how much time it takes? 10 minutes or hours? Minutes. Convert into hours. 3.5 hours. Over. A boat rows at 4 km per hour in still water and its downstream speed is 4.5 km per hour. Then what is stream speed? Matladali. Downstream in the sense M plus S. M is equal to boat speed and man speed and okate kada. Man speed is 4. Downstream speed M plus S is 4.5. Then S is equal to 0.5. What is the speed of the upstream? You are asked to calculate upstream speed. M minus S. Answer 3.5. The selling price of a mobile is 6,000. What is the profit or loss percentage if the difference between cost price and selling price is 1,500? So now, can we answer the question? Yes or no? No? Yes. How much is this? 1,500. Calculated on cost price. How much is cost price? How much is cost price? It may be 4,500 or it may be 7,500. They did not mention whether it is profit or loss. If it is profit, if 1,500 is profit, as selling price is 6,000, cost price becomes 4,500. This is going to be profit percentage. If 1,500 rupees is loss, then cost price is equal to 7,500. In that case, loss percentage is equal to this much. They mentioned difference between cost price and selling price. Difference of A comma B in the sense it may be A minus B or B minus A. So that 1,500 may be a profit or it may be a loss. Yes. If it is profit percentage, you get one answer. If it is loss percentage, another answer. Two different answers are there. They are not unique. So answer cannot be determined. Into 100 will be there, and you know that point, right? The answer cannot be done because we don't know whether it is a profit case or loss case, and cost prices are different in both cases, so we'll definitely get different answers. So answer cannot be determined. In a class, 15 students are added, and then half of the students are left. If there are 75 students in the class now, then how many are there initially? Right, it's a step by step process. Reverse engineering we will start. First, what happened? 15 added, first step, correct? Second step, then what happened? Half left. Then finally how many you have? 75. I want to go backtracking. 75 we got finally after half of the people leaving, right? Then before that 150 we have. Then only when half of them leave, then we will have 75. Agreed or not? Then again backtracking. When did you get 150? After adding 15. Then before that we have 135. Got it? Next. Q invested 4,000 for compound interest at the rate of 20% per annum for 2 years. What interest we will get? 44%. Calculated on 4,000. What is 1% of 4,000? 40. 44% in the sense 44 into 40. How much is that? 1760. So 1760 interest we will get for the principal 4,000, right? Continue. After 2 years, Q received the amount in the sense principal plus interest. 4,000 principal, 1760 interest, both together 5760. This much he will get from this scheme and invested for another scheme which offers simple interest at 20% per annum for 5 years. How much simple interest we will get? 100%. Calculated on 5760. Find the interest received by Q after 5 years. That means simple interest case or compound interest case. How much you get? 100% of this number, which is 5760. A shopkeeper marks his goods 20% above his cost price. Sorry. If he allows his customer 20% discount on the market price, how much profit or loss does he make, if any? Okay. Let's say cost price is always 100%. In our case, market price is what percent above the cost price? Then what is market price? How much you increased? How much you increased? Do remember that. If he allows his customer 20% discount on the market price, now 20% should be calculated on 120. How much is that? 20. How much you increased earlier? Now how much you are decreasing? Which is more, increased value or decreased value? That means do you get profit or loss? How much you increased? 20. How much you are decreasing? Difference 4% over. Otherwise you'll have to subtract 24, need to write 96. Earlier value was 100%, now it becomes 94, 4% decrease, so 4% loss. This simplification is not required if you can remember values. A man complete a journey in 9 hours if he covers half of the distance at a speed of 12 km per hour and rest at speed of 15 km per hour, right? When you see this underlined word, you must be able to conclude one point here. Come on, my dear English medium graduates. Half ante enti conclusion kavali naku. I don't want meaning, I want conclusion. Whatever distance he traveled in first case, the same distance he will travel in the second case. Half distance is already covered, remaining half he will cover later. That means distance covered in both cases are same. Can we conclude this point? Yes. If distances are same, then average speed is 2ab by a plus b. 2, come on, tell me. A B by a plus b. This is average speed. Can I call it as overall speed maintained for the entire journey and total speed multiplied by total time, which gives you total distance, right? 9, 3 times, 3, 4 times, 15 fourths, 60 into 2, 120 kilometers. In the same question, with a little bit change, you will get altogether a different answer. If he covers onward journey at a speed of 12 km per hour and return journey at a speed of 15 km per hour, then the question is find the distance he covered. Distance between two places. Between places. What must be your answer? What must be your answer? 60 is your answer. Onward journey from here to there, return journey from there to here. So onward journey, if I travel d kilometers, return journey also I'll travel d kilometers. So total distance covered is equal to 2d. Then 2d is equal to 120. Distance between places is d, which is equal to 60 kilometers. Ardhamainda? Ardhamainda? Right. If the diagonals of two squares are in the ratio 6:7, then what is the ratio of area of two squares? What do you mean by D? Root 2a. That means can I write a is equal to d by root 2? Square area in the sense a square only. That means 6 by root 2 whole square, 7 by root 2 whole square. Diagonals were given, right? Root 2 gets cancelled. 6 square, 7 square is going to be our final answer. Answer 3649. Next, incomes of Rani and Rekha are in the ratio 9:8 and their expenditures are in the ratio 27:28 respectively. If Rani saves 36,000 and Rekha saves 24,000, then find income of Rani, right? So do remember, we have two different ratios. One is income and then expenditure. Income minus expenditure will give you, if their savings are equal, then we can make difference of income minus expenditure, difference of income comma expenditure for both the persons A comma B, we can make equal. Tells kada meeku process. First ratio, how much is that? Second ratio, 27:28, right? So now values difference will go to, see how many parts difference we have. How many parts difference we have? Amma, how many parts difference we have? For example, if it is instead of 27 comma 28, if it is 28 comma 27, now tell me how many parts difference? 19. How many parts difference? Come on. So difference is same for income and expenditure, then savings also will be same. Even if the difference is not same, but still if they say savings are 24,000 in each cases, we can make difference of two variables, two ratios same, right? Telsa leda? Cross multiplication chestam kada. So that way we can make difference in terms of part same and we can equal it to 24,000. That is a easy one. But the problem here is, one fellow saves 36,000, the other fellow saves 24,000. So difference in terms of parts and in terms of number can never be same. So for these type of questions, what you need to do is, you need to follow income minus expenditure is equal to savings. This is one ratio, this is altogether a separate ratio. So I'll multiply this ratio with x and this ratio, other ratio with y. Adhamainda? For first person, what is income? 9x. Second person, 8x minus expenditure. For first person, 27y. For the other person, 28y. And first person savings, 36,000. Second one, 24,000. Two equations, two variables. You need to solve and get the value of x comma y. Yes. If their savings are same, that question becomes simple. Difference we will make equal for both the persons in terms of number of parts. And that's a simple one. But if savings are different, this is going to be lengthy one. Ardhamotunda? Right. Finally, your question is about income, right? If you want income, that means what value you want? 9x. That means you need x value, right? If you want x value, you need to cancel y value. That means you need to multiply first one with 28, second one with 27. Will it take time or not? That's what I was telling you. It's a time consuming process. There is no other way. You'll have to do like this only. Ardhamainda? Yes. Now, if you are my student, what I would suggest? The question is about income of Rani. How many parts is that? 9 parts. Then obviously it has to be a multiple of 9. Go to options. Can it be first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Right. You need to pick one and need to make sure whether it is right or wrong. Yes. What shall we pick? 90,000. Shall we? Right. So you know that 90,000 is income, which is equal to how many parts? 9 parts. What is the income of the other guy? If 9 parts is 90,000, 8 parts must be 80,000 only. And you know savings which are 36,000 and 24,000, correct? And you know that income minus expenditure is equal to savings. From 90,000, how much you need to subtract to make it 54,000? Ardhamotunda? Right. Now, immediately what I will verify is, this is related to expenditure for the first person only. Expenditure of the first person, how many parts we have? Is 27 factor of 54,000. Yes, then I will continue. If it is not a factor of 54,000, I will eliminate this option and will pick next one. Ardhamotunda? Right. So, as it 27 is a factor of 54,000, I want to make sure the other condition true. Okay. 80,000 minus which number will give you 24,000? 56,000. Ratio between these two numbers. 000, 000 gets cancelled. Cancellation with 2, 27, 28. Is it the expenditure ratio given in the question? Hence, third option is correct. If not, I will pick fourth option. Antena? I will pick fourth option. If fourth option is true, I can mark it as fourth option. Am I right? If not, I will try with Avasarama? 4 egiripoyini out of 5. Then fifth has to be your answer, right? So only 2 verifications. If you are left with only 2 options, 1 verification is required to answer the question. Yes or no? If they are left with 3 options, you need to verify twice to answer the question. So instead of using that linear equation method, is this simple or not? Right. I prefer this. Are you done? Right. This is first term. Matladali. This is second term. This is third term. Everywhere 3 square is there. So 3 square in the sense, I want to take 9 common. Yes, I am done with my answer. Answer is 6. And you know that this is equal to x cube, and you need to write number inside bracket, correct? For this thing, do you have any denominator? Can you cancel this 9? Matladru. It is a 3 multiple. Then x must be 3 multiple. Go to options. Over. I don't care what it comes here. I could clearly see 9 here. It's a 3 multiple. And I know that there is no denominator. So I cannot cancel this. So x has to be a 3 multiple. It may be 3 or 6 or 9. Doesn't matter. I am expecting 3 multiple. And there is only one. Third option, final answer. Yes. Only poor people will identify number inside bracket. Intelligent people like you, మాట్లాడండి. తిట్టినప్పుడు సైలెంట్గా ఉంటారు, పొగిడినప్పుడు సైలెంట్గా ఉంటారు. ఇంటెలిజెంట్ పీపుల్ లైక్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ యాడ్ ఆల్ ద వాల్యూస్. ఓకేనా? రైట్. రైట్. 2 cube, 6 tens, total, left hand side, right hand side 4 we have. Take that to left hand side, 64. Which square is that? What to do something here? X value. Chalo. What is 1%? 4. 45 4 times. Double double. 180. What is 1%? 55 6 times, right? Double triple. 55 double. 110 triple. 3. How many times? 1% is 8. 65 8 times, right? 68 times. 480. 5 into 8. Total. When this value goes to left hand side, it becomes a negative number. Already positive number 510 is there. From that, if you subtract 520, answer minus 10. Over. 12 how many times? 3 times. Under root of 361, 19 into 3. How much is that? 57 plus under root of 441. Answer 78. %75 of this number. Come on. Half plus half, right? Half. 150. Again half. 75. Total. 225 minus 165. 60. Yes. Right hand side 9. How many times? 2 is in right hand side denominator. When it comes left hand side, it becomes into 2. Let's see last digit verification. 1 into 6 ends with. 5 into 0 ends with. Answer ends with. Yes. 5 multiple. Here we have 5 multiple. Second number 5 multiple. Third number 5 multiple. Sum is also 5 multiple. How many options are left? 2 options are left. Right. 123 15 times. I'll go with 10 times plus 5 times. Half of it. Yes. 15 square. 225. 20 square. Last 2 digits I'll verify. 15 plus 25. Matladali. 15 plus 25. 40 30. Answer ends with 70. First option. Cube root of 343. Which cube is this? 15. Easy kada adi. Last digit 5 undante 5 tote end avali. 20 cube 8000. Chinnadi. 10 cube 1000 పెద్దది. 10 కి 20 కి మధ్యలో ఉండాలి, 5 తో ఎండ్ అవ్వాలి, 15. అర్థమైందా? రైట్. అండర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 1681 40 plus 15 56 plus 7 for your question. X mark, X or question mark is there in exponent for 0.6, correct? So every other number should be written in the form of 0.6 to the power of something, correct? Already we have a numerator which is 112 divided by 0.36 can be written as 0.6 whole square. Already we have exponent 48 and then square we are getting, that is 2 times of 48, which is, if it is in denominator, in the numerator we just need to subtract it from exponent only, which is equal to 0.6 to the power of 16, where 16 can be written as 2 into which number? 8. Third option. Yes. Let's take this fellow to left hand side. Okay, now it becomes plus or minus? Plus. Last digit verification. This fellow 4 7s ends with, and right hand side number ends with, answer ends with over. Matladali. Let me first take 126 to left hand side. Yes, yes, this is minus 6. I am verifying last digit. Let me verify it. Okay, at least I can eliminate options. Okay now, okay now, right. 30% in the sense 10% into 3 only. 10% ends with 3. 3 times ends with minus. 22% in the sense 22 into 1%. What is 1%? 46. 22 into 46 ends with 2 into 6 ends with 9 minus 2 minus 6. Answer ends with second option. In the denominator, what is there? Come on. Approximately let's calculate. Ardhamotunda? I just need range. How many 500s are there? Approximate. Here 6 unnaya? Matladru. 5 already ikkada okati vachindi kada. Here 3 total over. Divided by 500 అండి, చాలా ఎక్కువ రేంజ్ ఉంది కదా. If it is divided by 5 or divided by 4 or divided by 11, yes, definitely we'll have to calculate carefully. If the denominator is higher number, higher side, you don't have to bother about exact one. Range is fine. Yes. Can we verify last digit? 4 options ending with 8, right? So can we verify it? But I could see one number which is in decimal, right? So let me first identify whether I will get integer or decimal. Is it okay? Is that okay? 15% in the sense, how do you get 10% plus half? My mind calculates only whether I get integer or decimal, right? What is 10%? Integer? 5%, half of that. Integer? So this is integer, no doubt. 175%. Can I take 175% as 200% minus 25%? 200% integer. Integer only. Right. 25% we have to calculate. What is half of this number? 25%. Half plus half kada. What is half? 135. Again half. Integer or decimal? I am getting decimal here, correct? And how much decimal? 0.5. 85% in the sense 85 into 1%. What is 1% value? 85 into 96. Will you get integer or decimal? So that means we have one integer, another decimal, and then finally integer. What must be your answer? Answer. Over. Come on. Next, first 8 by 3. Off in the sense into. Again, second bracket. 1200 plus 900. 2100. 8 plus 79. 87 plus 50. Right hand side 5000 will come to left hand side. Becomes minus 5000. Is that okay? Come on. 7, 2, 9. Yes. Now let me verify last digit verification. 8 9 ends with 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0. 2. 2 minus 0. Answer ends with how many? Over. If it ends with 0, probably yes, I'll try for everything. Okay now. Right. When I see these two numbers, it is tempting me to convert everything into 40. Already we have 40% of some number. I want to convert this fellow as 40% of 160. Can I do that? 40% of 350, 40% of 160. Then that is equal to 40% of 510 only. Yes or no? Can I also write it as 400% of 51? But one of the number must be 50, right? Matladali. One of the number must be 50. So I can write this number as 50 multiple. 50 how many times is 400? 8 times. So I'll divide this number with 8 and multiply this one with 8. Then that is equal to 50% of 408 only. Come on. 50% of 408 or 408% of 50. One and the same. Answer 408, fifth option. Have you understood? Distribution of number of students of different classes from a school who have participated in yoga event. All students of a particular class have participated in the event and there are only 6 classes in that particular school. Okay, right. 6 classes, right from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 12. There it was mentioned as a Roman number, but I am writing English number. Is that okay? Fine. When you look at the data, segregation is in is in degrees, right? So total number of degrees 360 degrees is equal to 1800, right? How many times? How many times? How many times? Over me part 10 times la half kadandi undi 5 times kada. 10 times is 3600 and we have exactly half of it. That means 5 times, right? Let's multiply every number with 5. How much is that? 180. Take 10 times and half of it. 10 times. 6, 4, 8. Half. 3, 2, 4. 10 times. Half of it. 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 Right? ఏదో ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నా మీ దగ్గర చెప్పాలా వద్దా అని. షూర్. The ratio of number of boys to girls students from class 9 and class 10 is 8:7 and then 4:5. Then the number of girl students from these two classes is what percent more or less than number of total students in class 7? Right, we have to calculate. Now we need girl students, right? Order is important, boys to girls. In 9th class, girls are 7 parts out of 15 among 450 candidates. Yes. In 10th class, girls are 5 parts out of 9 among 2, 1, 6. This is 30 times here. 7 30s, 2 10. 9 2 times and then 4 times. Oh, 11. Okay. Class 11. Yes. 7 out of 15 calculated on 270. 5 out of 9 calculated on 216. Already we calculated, this was 24 times, which is 120. And then 15 once, 120, 8 times, 7 18 times, 7 10 times plus 8 times, 70 plus 56, 126, which is equal to 246. And now the question is, number of girl students from these two classes, which is 246, is what person more or less than students from 7th class? With respect to 7th class students, 246, is it more or less? How much more? Upon into 100. Yes. What is 1/3 of the denominator? What is 1/3 of the denominator? 60. That means 33.33% is equal to 60 only. Now our numerator is how much more? 6 in the sense 10% of this number only. 10% in the sense 3.33 only. That means 36.6. Any other question? Any other in this set? Sure? Right. Approximations. Come on. How much is this? 12 plus 13. Total 25 into 6. How much? 150 plus 13. 163. How much? 5 times is 10 times and half only, which is 32.5. Come on. How much is this? 8 times half. How much? 120. The other one 71. Yes. 3 and a half. 23. 22. Yes. 223.5. Approximate second option. How much? Into 15 times in the sense 10 times and half only. 10 times of 14. Half of it. Sum 2, 10. How much is this? 8 plus 3 into 6. 18. 18, 18. 36. Added to this fellow. 2, 4, 6. Then 1445. 30. Okay. ఒకవేళ రాలేదనుకోండి 35 square 1225. 40 square 1600. So our number is between these two numbers only. If it is 1444, is it close to 1225 or 1600? 1600. So it will be definitely more than half of this range. This is 35 and this is 40 square. Avuna kada? Half ante enta 37.5. Kante ekku undali kada? So you need to consider it as 38 plus 75 plus 18. Sum of these two numbers 56 plus 75, 131. Followed? Under root of 165. 13, 13 13s. 169. Approximate. 198 plus 2, that is 200, right? If you add 200, answer 369. Approximate 370. How much is this? Then consecutive numbers in the sense sum is middle number multiplied by 3. Middle number 17. 3 times 51 minus 2, value 49. Which square is this? 7 square. In a company there are 6 departments, namely A, B, C, D, E, F, and they have attended a test for promotion. The total number of employees in department is A is 26%. Number of qualified employees in the test in department A is 4056. The percentage of employees in A is 13 by 4 times of the percentage of employees in B. So now I have read 3 values so far. Values. How many values? So far we have read 3 values. One is in percentage, the other is in number, the other is in fraction. Too many calculations are involved in this set. I got to know this point. I will skip and then go to the next set in final exam. Ardhamainda? You don't have to read complete information. By using first 2-3 lines, you can feel the essence which is hidden in the paragraph. I have read 3 values. 1 percentage, 1 number and 1 fraction. Too many possibilities are coming. And moreover, 6 schools are, what is that? School or what? 6 departments are there. 6 departments are there. And again they are talking about qualified people. So you get disqualified people information also. Ardhamautunda? So 6 departments and then 3 values. Total, qualified and disqualified. 6 threes, 18 numbers you need to fill. Ardhamainda? 18 numbers fill cheyali. Akkada 3 different types of information presented. Percentage, fraction, a number. Ardhamaindi kada? So clear information, time taking. So I'll skip and we'll start the next set. I'll come back and then solve it. Right. This also, if the same set comes in examination, I don't attempt at this point of time. Not because I don't know how to solve it. Because how many states are there? How many years are there? And in each year you have 2 cases, right? That means 5 into 2, 10 different values for 5 states. Come on. So how many numbers are there? 50 numbers are there. And if they are at 2 distinct numbers, yes, probably I would try. But all are 4 distinct numbers. So it takes time to calculate the answer. Ardhamainda? Based on this, I don't even read the question or data. I'll skip and go to the next set. Ardhamainda? Right. I'll come and solve again all these questions, don't worry. In an election between 2 candidates, one got 55% of the total valid votes and 20% of votes were invalid. If the other candidate got 2,700, then find the total number of valid votes. One got 55% of total valid votes. How many are valid? We don't know. 20% of votes were invalid. Now we know. How many are valid? 80%. Out of this 80% valid votes, one got 55% of the votes. Antena? 55% calculated on 100% or 80%? Yes. How much is that? 44. How much is remaining? 36%. Right? If the other candidate got 2,700, that means 36% is equal to 2,700 only. Then find the total number of valid votes. We were asked to calculate total number of valid votes, right? Now one thing, you need to calculate what is 44% and add sum of these two numbers. Ardhamainda? And in finding this value, I don't even go for complicated calculation. 44 and 36, what is the ratio between these two? 11 and then 9. So 9 parts is equal to 2700. 9 3 times 00, right? If it is 11 is to 9, what is sum? అక్కడ కాదమ్మా, ఈ రెండు యాడ్ చేస్తే 80, కానీ పార్ట్స్ లకు మార్చాం కదా. 11 is to 9 total, that means 80% is equal to 20 parts only. 9 parts is equal to 9 3 times and then 00, then 20 parts is equal to 23 times and then 00. How much is that? Over. Got it? Yes. And in the same question, how many people participated in the election? Total number of votes polled. Total number of votes polled. That was 100%, right? Avuna kada? If the question is about total number of votes polled. Now, in identifying ratio here, we have gone cancellation with what number? 4. How many 4s are there? How many 4s are there? 25. That means we need to calculate 25 parts only. 25 3 times 00, 7500. Ardhamavutunda? See, you don't have to calculate 80%, which is equal to 6000, then 100% is equal to how much? You don't have to do like this. When you know that you are going with cancellation with 4, 100% is also go for the same cancellation. With 4 it is 25. 25 parts is equal to this much. Direct step. Understood? Right, next one. Seats for mathematics, physics, economics in a section are in the ratio 275. There is a proposal to increase these seats by 40, 50, 70% respectively. What will be the ratio between increased seats of A and B? There are no A comma B, right? Matladali. So let's treat this as A, B and C. Okay. Now the question is about A and B. So I'll talk about only A comma B. A and B, they are in what respective ratio? And now A increased by 40%, then it becomes B increased by 50%. It becomes percentage and 0 0 gets cancelled. 7 value 4:15, second option. The age of Udaya after 15 years will be 52. Jyoti is 8 years older than Udaya. The ratio of the present ages of Jyoti and Chari is 9:11 respectively. What was the age of Chari 37 years ago? Okay. Question is about Chari, right? Come on. The present age of Chari is how many parts? This is ratio between Jyoti and Chari. Chari is second fellow. How many parts we have? That means Chari's present age is 11 parts, right? Come on. Now the question is about Chari's age. So let's assume this is, box is Chari's age. 37 years back. To get present age, we have to add 37. Then it has to be 11 multiple. So in option you have this box. In option you have number inside box. To that fellow, if you add 37, it has to be to the first option. Add 37. 50. Is it 11 multiple? Maybe your answer. Next. Third option plus 37. Third option plus 37. Fourth option plus 37. 69 kada. Fifth option plus 37. 52. No. How many options are there? Done. So wherever you see the question from problems and ages, majority of those questions get solved by using multiplication rule. Majority. I could say 99%. Rarest of the rare cases only you need to solve the question. Okay now? Otherwise, if you want to solve, after 15 years, Udaya will be 52 years. Then present age of Udaya, 52 minus 15, which is 37. Jyoti is 8 years older than Udaya, which is 45. Jyoti age and then Chari age are in the ratio 9:11. That means this fellow is 9 parts. 9 how many times? Then Chari's present age is 11 parts. 55. The question is to identify his age 37 years back. Answer 18. The average marks obtained by 240 boys was 70. The average marks of the passed boys was 78 and that of failed boys was 30. Which concept is useful? Allegation. Then find the number of boys who passed the examination. Right. అంతేనా అంతేనా ఈ మూడు అయితే కాదు కదా ఓరి మీ దుంపదగ అసలు ఉన్న బాయ్స్ ఎంతమంది అండి how many boys are there out of 2 boys there are 2 categories those who passed and those who failed right now if you are asked to calculate how many boys passed it has to be definitely less than 240 cancelled numbers are more than 240 those 3 can never be your answer అవునా రైట్ సరే those who passed what's their average 70 those who failed 30 and when you add passed boys and then failed boys you'll get total boys what's their average go for allegation 48 ratio 5:2 5 parts out of 6 parts among 240 అదే కదా పాస్ అయిన వాళ్ళు how much is this 200 if a boat can go certain distance upstream and the same distance downstream in 7 hours and then 4 hours respectively find the ratio of the speed of a boat in still water and speed of the stream. That means m is to yes, that's what the question. Correct. Matladali. When you know downstream speed ratio and upstream speed ratio as a is to b, what is your final answer for man speed to stream speed ratio? Gettiga a plus b by 2 a minus b by 2 right. ఆ by 2 by 2 అవసరమా by 2 by 2 అవసరమా so every time I am telling you do remember if you know the ratio between downstream and then upstream ratio this is where you need to concentrate. If you are given a ratio between downstream and upstream and asked to calculate ratio between man speed to stream speed just go with sum and then difference. Every time I am telling you basically you are supposed to write by 2 also but which is not required because that is a ratio it gets cancelled. Okay na మళ్ళీ చెప్పించుకోవద్దు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి రేషియో అడిగితే by 2 అవసరం లేదు just sum and then difference. If this point is there in your mind fingertips you don't have to write anything to answer this question. In downstream and upstream same distance covered correct same distance is covered correct. If distance is same speed and time both are according to the question given data is about time right. What is time ratio 7:4 then what is speed ratio for downstream upstream correct డౌన్స్ట్రీమ్ కి అప్స్ట్రీమ్ కే కదా మరి మ్యాన్ కి స్ట్రీమ్ కి రేషియో కావాలి అన్నప్పుడు సమ్ ఈజ్ టు డిఫరెన్స్ సమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 11 డిఫరెన్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3 ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్. time ratio 7:4, speed ratio 4:7, sum 11, difference 3, close. Akhilesh got 94 marks in Hindi, 98 marks in science, 112 marks in Sanskrit, 114 marks in maths, 116 in English. Total how many subjects? 5. Maximum marks for each subject are 150. How much overall percentage of marks did Akhilesh get? Okay. In the numerator, what is that we are supposed to write? Obtained marks. In the denominator, total marks. Percentage, so into, right. Okay. How many subjects? In each subject, what's the maximum mark? Then total marks are 750 only. 5 times of 150. Okay. Now in numerator we need to write obtained marks. Okay. First number. My eyes will look for any other number if it ends with 6 or not. Because to that number 94, if you add 6, it becomes a round figure. 116. From 116 I'll pick 6 and add it to 94. First number becomes 100. The other becomes 110. Total 210. 98, 112. Same logic. 2 taken from 112, added to 98. That fellow 100. This fellow 110. Total 210. Already 210. Now 420. Leftover fellow 114. If you add this, 534. Right? When you look at your options, options are nearby 70, 80. Let me first calculate 70%. What is 10% of the denominator? 75. 7 times I want to calculate so that I will get 70%. Okay, now 70 7 times. 490. What is left? 5. 7 into 5? 35. 490, 35. 525. Our numerator is more than this. How much more? 9 more. What is 1% of the denominator? And we need to add a number which is little bit more than that. That means this will be in 1% and little bit more than that. Answer will be 71 point something. Go to options. Over. Yes. A person incurs a loss of 10% on selling a watch for 2,700. At what price should the watch be sold to earn a 37% profit? After 10% loss, value becomes 2,700. That means original value, is it more than 2,700 or less than 2,700? Round figure. Take some number. 3,000. Verify. What is 10%? 300. Loss. మాట్లాడండి. 2000 సరిపోయిందా? Right. So what is 100% value? 3,000. When you are expecting 37% profit, you need to sell it at 137% only. That is equal to 137 into 1% value. What is 1%? Ends with 0. 7 into 3 ends with, answer ends with జనరల్గా ఇది ఎలా చేస్తారంటే 90% is equal to 2,700. 137% is equal to how much? 90 3 times 10. 137 3 times. నాకు ఆన్సర్ తెలుసు కాబట్టి డైరెక్ట్ రాసా, మల్టిప్లై చేయాల. If 160 liters of mixture of milk and water in the ratio of 5:3, if 40 liters of this mixture is replaced by 40 liters of water, that means 40 liters of mixture is taken out, right? Out of how much is left? Even in this 120 liters, milk and water must be in the ratio 5:3. 8 parts is equal to 120. Each part 15. 5 parts 75. 3 parts milk and then water. 40 liters is taken out. Then we'll have 75 liters of milk, 45 liters of water. That is replaced with, be careful, 40 liters of water. So how much water we have now? Milk. Now the ratio between milk and water, that's what the question about. 5, 15 times, 17 times, over 2 pipes P and Q can fill a tank in 72 minutes, 90 minutes respectively. A water pipe R can empty the tank in 60 minutes. First PQ are opened. Okay, right. I'll read the condition later. So far I know that we have PQR outlet 72, 90 and 60. Right? Again, to calculate LCM, what numbers do you pick? 90, 60. How much is LCM? ఎందుకక్క 180 ఉందిగా మధ్యలో 180 కాదా? Out of these two, which is larger one? Is the 60 divisible in 90? Next multiple is 60 divisible in 180. LCM is 72 divisible in 180. Next multiple of 180 is 72 divisible in 360. 360 LCM. Yes. P does 5 units, Q 4, R 6 units, which does negative work. Now I will start reading the condition. First PQR opened. PQR opened. How many units work they do? After 14 minutes. That means they work for 14 minutes, right? In 14 minutes they will do 14 into 9, which is 126 of units in how much time? 14 minutes. This is already done. How much is left? 234 units are left. Correct? Then what happened? R is also opened. In how much time does the remaining part of the tank has to fill 66 2 by 3% of its capacity? 66 2 by 3 capacity of the total or the remaining? Remaining. How much is remaining? 66 2 by 3 in the sense, can I say 2/3? What is 1/3? What is 1/3 of the remaining? 1/3. 78. 2/3 in the sense 78 double only. How much is that? 156. We don't have to fill remaining tank completely. We just need to fill 2/3 of the remaining tank, which we got it as 156. Correct? To fill 156 units, which all taps are open now? All are open. P and Q does 9 units positive work. R does 6 units negative. Both together, all together 3 units, which is equal to 52 minutes. In how much time does the remaining part of the tank has to fill? I think they're not talking about 66 2 by 3% of the remaining tank. They are talking about the 66 2 by 3% of the total tank. Let's see that. Right. Already 126 units over. Filled. Am I right? Now if you calculate 66 2 by 3% of the total tank, what is total tank capacity over there? 360. 1/3. 120. 2/3. So we just need to fill 240 only, right? Out of 240, already 126 liters is done. How much is remaining? 114. Correct? మాట్లాడాలి. దీన్ని ఇలా వేయండి. After this, this is total capacity. 66 2 by 3% is 240. In 14 minutes, they already covered 126, remaining 114. To fill this, we have all 3 tabs open, divided by 3, which is 3 times, and then 8 times. 38 minutes, first option. So that 66 by 3 percentages, not of the remaining capacity, that is all with respect to total capacity. Over. A and B started a business by investing 3200, 3600 respectively. After some months, A left the business. At the end of 1.5 years, the difference between the profits of A and B was 2500, and the profit share of A and B is 4:9. After how many months A left the business? And find the share of B. Okay, right. So now they both started at the same time, right? Come on. When you look at their investments, 2 zeros are common. Remaining numbers are 32, 36. Both are 4 multiples. Simplified values 8:9. 8 parts and then 9 parts. First person is A. Second person is B. A left after some time, right? I'll assume A is there for X months and then he left. But B is there from the beginning till the end. Business happened for how many years? 1.5 years. That means how many months? Investment multiplied by time, that is profit sharing ratio, which is equal to 4 by 9. 9 gets cancelled. 4, 2 times 2, 9 times, x is equal to, right. So A left after 9 months. And the profit share of B also. Okay, right. Now, what is their profit sharing ratio mentioned in the question? 4:9. How much A gets? 4 parts. How much B gets? Difference. And we were given 5 parts is equal to 2500, and B's share is equal to 9 parts, which is 4500. Over. A man sitting on a train which is traveling at 60 km per hour observes that a goods train traveling in opposite direction takes 10 seconds to pass the man. If the goods train is 300 meters long, find its speed. Its speed meaning goods train speed, right? If a train crosses a man who is sitting in another train, distance covered is train length. Train length of which train? The one in which man is sitting, the other one. Here in our case, other one is goods train only, whose length is 300 meters. So distance covered is 300 meters. Come on. And in how much time it got crossed? Distance by time, which is equal to speed only. But 300 is in meters. 10 is in seconds. So you'll get speed in meter per second. But when you see this, it is in kilometer per hour. So let us convert into kilometer per hour, which is 18 by 5. Distance covered by time taken. Speed involved in this case, correct? Both are moving in what direction? Opposite direction. Then relative speed is S1 plus S2, which is 60 plus X. 0, 0, 5, 6 times, 6, 18 times, 108. Then X is equal to minus 60. Answer 48 kilometer per hour. Actually ga ఇక్కడ ఇంకా మెన్షన్ చేయాలి స్పీడ్ ఇన్ కిలోమీటర్ పర్ అవర్ అని. మీరు మంచితనం మీద నన్ను అడగలేదు కానీ అసలు నువ్వు ఎందుకు కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి 300/10ని 60 కిలోమీటర్ పర్ అవర్ ఇచ్చారు కదా, దాన్నే మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా అని అడగాలి. I converted speed from meter per second to kilometer per hour. Agreed? Instead, you can ask me not to change this here, not to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour. Instead, you can ask me to convert 60 kilometer per hour to meter per second. Then our answer will be in meter per second. Ardhamautunda? Right. So, to get more clarity, in the question they are supposed to mention in kilometer per hour. Ardhamainda? They should ask like that. A man lent 6,000 at 20% compound interest per annum for 3 years. What is the difference between the interest earned by the man in the second year only and the interest earned by the man in the third year only? That means we need to know what is his second year interest and third year interest. Avuna kada? Right. How much is principal? Right. Compound interest for first year. Between these two, second year interest and third year interest. Compound interest is so easy, you don't have to follow any formulas, no multiplication and all. If you write like this, it is a simple addition only. Now, first we need to calculate first year interest. You need to calculate what is rate of interest offered. You need to calculate 20% on the numbers you see there. Write your principal and then start. How many numbers you see there? English lo adigi ardhamaindi kada? How many numbers you see there? Only one. 6,000. Calculate 20% on that number. 1,200. That is first year interest. Now which year interest you want to calculate? Second. How many numbers you see there? On both numbers you need to calculate. Out of both numbers, on first number already you calculated, right? How much we got? 1,200. Extra is 20% on first year interest. How much is 20% of first year interest? 240. Add 240 to 1,200. 1,440. Now how many numbers you see there? So you need to calculate 20% on all three numbers. Upon first two numbers we already calculated and we got it as 1,440. Yes or no? Extra is interest on second year interest only. What is 20% of second year interest? 2. That itself is the difference between both the numbers. One step extra. Visualize one step extra. After writing, calculating 20% of this number, what do you need to do? 1,440 plus 288. 1,440 plus 288, which is 1728. Correct. And difference is 288. Now what I was saying, already we have second number as 1,440. And to get this number, it is 1,440 plus 288. Difference in the sense that extra 288 only. Avuna kada? అందుకనే నంబర్ రాయకుండా 288 క్లోజ్ చేయండి అని అంటున్నా. Follow. Find the area of the circle whose radius is equal to the side of the square whose perimeter is 28. Area of the circle, pi r square, pi involved, answer must be, can it be first? Can it be first? Yes sir, me dumpal dega. Adi 11 multiply. Can it be second? Yes, multiple options unnai. Come on, chedam. Square perimeter is equal to 28. 4a is equal to 28. Then a is equal to 7. Radius also 7. Pi r square. 7 gets cancelled. Answer 154. Right. This must be the easy one. Because how many months are there? 6 months. Numbers also clearly written over there. That means hardly we have 6 into 2, 12 numbers. And all are 2-digit numbers only. Easy to add, multiplication, division, subtraction, whatever it is. All are easy, right? So in data analysis, if you want to pick, you should pick this fellow. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఫస్ట్ 2 sets ప్లస్ ఇది 3 సెట్లు ఉన్నాయి. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ 3 sets you are supposed to pick this fellow. ఓకే, రైట్. కొంతమంది గనులు ఉంటారు, మేము ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ నుంచి మాత్రమే చేస్తాం, ఫస్ట్ అయ్యాకే సెకండ్, సెకండ్ అయ్యాకే థర్డ్, థర్డ్ అయ్యాకే ఫోర్త్. ఒకసారి లాస్ట్ దాకా వచ్చినప్పుడు అప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది లాస్ట్లో ఈజీది ఉంది, అవునా? సో ఏం చేయాలి? you need to habituate to skip questions when you feel this is something new. Not only in that case, if you feel it takes time, you need to skip that question. Then only you can see this question. Otherwise you can't even see this. అవునా కదా? లాస్ట్లో ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఫ్రెండ్స్ చెప్తా ఉంటారు, మనకి ఇవాళ బార్ చార్ట్గా ఒకటి వచ్చింది కదా చూసావా అని. మనం ఒకసారి రీల్ వేసుకుంటాం. రీల్ వేసుకుంటే ఫస్ట్ చదివింది ఏంటి? ఫస్ట్ చదివింది ఏంటి? కేస్లెట్. ఈడేంటి బార్ గ్రాఫ్ అంటున్నాడు, మనకేమో కేస్లెట్ వచ్చింది. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇంకోటి ఏమన్నా వచ్చిందేమో అని చూస్తాం, మళ్ళీ ఏమొచ్చింది? టేబుల్. ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చామా అసలు? లేదు. ఫ్రెండ్ మాత్రం బయటకు వచ్చాక చెప్తాడు, అరే వాళ్ళ బార్ చార్ట్ వచ్చింది, చాలా ఈజీగా ఉంది, 5కి 5 నేను పెట్టేశాను అంటాడు. అప్పుడు మీరేమంటారు? అరే నీకు వచ్చింది నాకు రాలేదురా అంటారు. ఒక షిఫ్ట్లో అందరికీ ఒకటే క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ వస్తుంది, తెలుసు కదా? మీ షిఫ్ట్లో ఎంతమంది రాసినా ఇండియా మొత్తం అదే పేపర్ సర్వ్ అవుతుంది. షిఫ్ట్కి మారుతుంది తప్ప ఒక షిఫ్ట్లో ఒకే పేపర్ వస్తుంది, విత్ డిఫరెంట్ ఆర్డర్ వస్తుంది. ఆర్డర్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఒకటే పేపర్ కదా అని చెప్పేసి వాళ్ళ 50th క్వశ్చన్ వేరు, మీ 50th క్వశ్చన్ వేరు. రైట్. బట్ ఎనీవే 58 చెప్పాలా? ఎవరు చేసినా ఒకటేనమ్మా ఇది. ఐ రికమెండ్ 57, మీ ఇష్టం. ఎడిషన్ చేసుకోవటానికి టైం పడుతుంది అంతే. మీకు నాకు డిఫరెన్స్ ఎక్కడొస్తుంది మహా అయితే అంటే, నేను ఫస్ట్ 1000s యాడ్ చేస్తా, తర్వాత 100s యాడ్ చేస్తా. మీరు కూడా ఇట్లానే చేస్తారా లేకపోతే అటు నుంచి వస్తారా? సేమ్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్? సేమ్ అన్న వాళ్ళు ఆన్ ద ట్రాక్. దోస్ హూ ఆర్ యాడింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ వే, దే ఆర్ ఆఫ్ ద ట్రాక్. This is called reverse addition. You have to do like this only. Then only you can make some difference among your competitors. So what should I pick? Caselet? That's better actually. The total number of employees in department A is 26%, and the number of qualified employees in test in department A is 4056. So now we know that A we have B, C, D, E, F. First I'll write total, then I'll write qualified, and then disqualified. This fellow is 26% of the total and 4056. And we don't know how many total people are there. The percentage of employees in A is 13/4 times of the percentage of employees in B. A employees are 13/4 times of B employees, correct? What is denominator? If B is equal to 4, A becomes 13, right? Avuna? But A value how much we have? But there it is 13 times, right? How many times we have? Then 4 parts in the sense 8 times, 8%. Over, right. Percentage of qualified employees in B is 50%. 50% of this number, right? Come on, 4%. Do remember, we need to calculate 4% with respect to total. ఇక్కడ 8% వాల్యూ వచ్చాక దాని మీద 4% కాదు. The percentage of employees in C is 12%. And 3/4 of them qualified for the test. 3/4. 1/4 is 3, 3/4 is 9. all these percentages are calculated on the total number only. In department D, there are total 4,800 employees. 4,800 employees. And 6% of them are not qualified. So, not qualified people. What percent? 6% of this number only. That is 6 times of 48. Then remaining is 94%. 94 into 48. We'll calculate that later. But for now, let's write like this. Is that okay? Right. Next. 18% of total employees are in department E. 18% are in E. 30% of them are qualified for the test. What is 10%? 1.8. 30%? 5.4. 16% of their employees are in F. And only 15% of them were qualified. 16% is here. 15% of this number, 10%, 1.6. Right? Right. Half of that, 0.8. Both together, 2.4%. So whatever percentage that we have here, all are calculated on total. Okay. How do you get total? Let's see. 12 plus 8. 20. 20 plus 26. 46 plus 16. 62. 62 plus 18. 80. Remaining. And this must be equal to 20%. Then 10%. 2400. 100%. Inkoka 0. 2400 is 10%. 100%. 24,000. What is 1%? 240. So to convert these values into numbers, you'll have to multiply it with 240. Ardhamainda? Right. So let's not go for conversion. See the question and do it when it is really required. What is the average number of qualified? Oh, ఇది కాదు కదా. ఎక్కడి నుంచి? 53. In which of the following departments the number of disqualified employees are least? Disqualified employees least అని అంటున్నారు. Okay, right. So many conversions are required. మాట్లాడాలి, ఇవన్నీ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి కదా. 5 conversions are required. Is it worth doing? Is it worth doing? వేరే క్వశ్చన్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్దాం, అక్కడ ఏమన్నా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే రీయూజ్ చేద్దాం. What is the respective ratio of the number of qualified employees in C to the number of disqualified employees in F? Is it easy? Yes. ఏమి కన్వర్షన్ అక్కర్లా. Qualified employees in C, what percent? Disqualified employees in F, this fellow, right? Out of 16%, if 2.5 are in qualified, remaining 13.6 are in disqualified people only. That means ratio between 9 and 13.6, we can write it as 90 by 136, correct? Yes or no? In the numerator, do you have 9 multiple? Yes or no? In denominator, do you have 9 multiple? No. At least 3 multiple? No. That means in final answer, your first number must be 9 multiple. Not only that, your numerator is 5 multiple. Numerator is 5 multiple. Denominator, you doesn't have it. Then it has to be 5 multiple also. 9 into 5. Over. అర్థమైందా? అది స్కిప్ చేసి ఇక్కడికి వస్తే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ లాస్ట్ 1 minute ఆఫ్ యువర్ ఎగ్జామ్. లాస్ట్ 1 minute 53 చదివారు. 1 minute లో అవుద్దా? అది 1 minute లో అవుద్దా? అక్కడ స్కిప్ చేసే ధైర్యం ఉండి స్కిప్ చేసి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేస్తే ఇది 1 minute లో అవుద్దా? అది ఆ స్కిప్ చేసే గట్స్ ఉండాలి. ఎగ్జామ్లో క్వశ్చన్ని స్కిప్ చేసి పక్క క్వశ్చన్కి వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే ఎంతో మెంటల్ ప్రెషర్ ఉండాలి. అదంతా ఈజీ కాదు. అది ప్రాక్టీస్ నుంచి అలవాటు అవ్వాలి. ఏముందిలే స్కిప్ చేయటమే కదా, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి చేద్దామని అనుకుంటారు. కుదరదు, మీరు చేయలేరు. సామాన్య విషయం కాదు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ స్కిప్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్కి వెళ్ళటం అనేది. ఎంతో గట్స్ ఉంటే కానీ చేయలేరు. అది ముందు నుంచి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే అలవాటు అవుతుంది. ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ యూ నీడ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ ఇట్ టేక్స్ టు ఆన్సర్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్. ఎవ్రీ సెకండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు థింక్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్. టైమ్ టేకింగ్ రూత్లెస్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు స్కిప్. లేదు కొద్దిగా చేస్తే వస్తుందేమో, ఆ కొద్దిగా 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 కాస్త ఎగ్జామ్ చివరి దాకా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. నంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్వాలిఫైడ్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఇన్ డి is approximately what percent of number of employees in A? Qualified employees in D, how much is that? 94 into 48. This must be calculated as a percentage with respect to employees in A, right? Employees in A are 26%. 26% in the sense 26 into 1% value, 240. 0 0. 24 2 times, 2 13 times. This is 940 by 13 only. 913. 7 times. 13 7 times. అయిపోయింది కదా ఆన్సర్. ఆన్సర్ must start with 7 and there is only 1. Done. Yes. What is the difference between number of employees in B and C together, E and F together? అంతేనా అడిగింది? Right. So now what I verified was, meanwhile అంటే క్వశ్చన్ చదివి ఇప్పటికి మధ్యలో 3 seconds 4 seconds ఉంది. ఆ గ్యాప్లో నేను ఏం ఐడెంటిఫై చేశానంటే, I know that 1% value is 3 multiple, 240. So sum of BC is also 3 multiple, EF is also 3 multiple, difference also 3 multiple. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes. I could eliminate only one option. If I can eliminate 4 options, I don't even solve the question. Yes, right. Kanivandi ఇప్పుడు BC together, what percent we have? 20. E and F together, extra is 14. I already know that this is 20. My eye sees these two tens, 20, extra 6 comma 8, 14. Difference in the sense 14% only. 14% value, 14 into 1%, 240. Correct. 0, last digit. Answer must end with 60 and should be a multiple of, come on, it is a 3 multiple. Fifth final. Got it? What is average number of disqualified employees in A, B, C? Right. So first I'll answer this question. Then it helps me to solve 53rd question. అర్థమైందా? రైట్. అందుకోసమే నేను అక్కడ స్కిప్ చేసింది. రైట్. కెన్ యూ డూ దిస్? రైట్. The other one is stable and easily you can answer. నిన్నటి పేపర్ కావాలమ్మా ఒకసారి. ఇదేనా? Right. Yesterday we holded this question, right? ఒక్క కామ వల్ల మొత్తం అంతా చేంజ్ అయిపోయింది.